Steven Spriafico is interviewing me. This is my first interview in real estate in I don't know how many years.
So Jane, how long have you been in real estate for?
30 years, since February 8th, 1988 I got my license.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
And when were you first introduced to Nichols Cyn?
Oh God, well I used to be known, and I think I still am known as the Queen of the Hills, and so I've known every canyon in the hills and the West Hills for a long, long time. And I live down here, and I've lived here since 2002, and I love it here.
Why do you feel you're the Queen of Nichols Cyn?
Well, no, I'm not the Queen of Nichols. I'm the Queen of the Hollywood Hills, because I sell more homes in the hills than anyone I know, but I guess that makes sense because I've been in the business for 30 years. So I do have competition, but I don't believe in competition. There's enough inventory and buyers and sellers for everybody to enjoy.
When did you first come into this property?
4 years ago, back in 2014, I was driving with Phoebe. There's Phoebe. We were going up Nichols Canyon from our house, going to the dog park, and I noticed this elderly gentleman with his Ralph brown bags on both arms. He was holding them, and I stopped my car and said, "May I drive you home?" And he gleefully said, "Oh yes." And so we drove up this private driveway, and I let him out, and he said to me, "Would you like to see the house? Because I want to sell it."
What an amazing story.
I took a deep breath. I said, "Oh my God," to myself. I saw his fabulous 1958 mid-century home. It needed a little work, it needed a lot of work, but it was, the history I could tell was there. It had such an amazing vibe. And the lot was spectacular, over 40,000 square feet.
And how did you decide what buyer you're going to bring in with all your buyers?
Well, there's only one buyer who I knew was right for, and it was Ronan, who's a dear friend of mine. And I knew he could perform, and so I told this wonderful gentleman, Mr. Weissman, please get an agent or an attorney, because I'd like to present an offer to you in the next few days. And he did that.
You didn't want to represent him yourself?
No. I wanted it to be a very arm's length, ethical transaction, and it was.
That just shows who you are.
That's just the way things should be done. And he picked a wonderful realtor, and it all worked out.
Wow. And so the house was being built. Did you help design the house, or how did you help?
You know what, I've helped Ronan in the past with a lot of his developmental deals. This one, I helped him, but not as much as I did on the other ones, but I did pick out and choose, finishes. Didn't have many fixtures here. We didn't want many fixtures because we wanted the environment, the property to speak for itself. We didn't want anything too intrusive. But yeah, I helped with a lot.
Wow, did you help pick the tile or the colors or
tiles and colors,
the appliances or?
No, that's a sore subject. I did not do the kitchen. If I did the kitchen, it would have turned out differently. But let's move on.
What is the best feature about this property, you feel?
The best, the landscape. How the house is positioned the house is positioned to take in this incredible 360-degree view of Los Angeles.
What was your funnest moment here at this property?
The funnest moment? I had a few fun moments. This is number one, okay, my interview with you, and I'm not just saying that. And you know that we had a party here for 200 people, colleagues and friends. And then it sold so quickly, so it's kind of bittersweet.
How long was it on the market for?
Oh, maybe 2 weeks.
How many open houses did you have?
Not enough. Because I just love being here. The house is so special. This house has so much soul. The area has so much soul. It's like heaven. If you're going to live in a house, it should feel like heaven. And
did you have a lot of offers on the property?
We only had one because it sold pretty quickly. So much interest, though. A lot of interest.
What do you feel about this buyer?
He's a nice guy. He's a family man, and he'll be very happy.
What are you going to do when you lock up the house and give him the keys?
I'm going to have a box of Kleenex in my car. And hopefully he'll invite me in to visit another time.
Is it going to be hard for you to hand the keys over of this masterpiece that
Since it's a smart house, it won't be very hard. But no, that's funny. No, well, I just hope he lets me visit once in a while. It's going to be very bittersweet.
And when's escrow closing?
Either Friday or next Tuesday.
And what's the date today?
Today is the 13th.
So you have how many days till escrow closes?
I don't know, about 5.
5 days.
Maybe 5. Between 4 and 7. So I prefer 7, so I can visit.
Are you going to come back here many more times, or?
Yeah, I will. I want to take some more evening shots.
So you're saying tomorrow they're going to come here
and take the furniture.
Wow. How was the staging of this house?
Next question, I did not love it.
You didn't love it.
I would have preferred something more mid-century. This is too Vegas-y for me.
What do you hope happens when the buyer moves in? What do you hope?
I hope he loves it as much as I will, and if he doesn't, then he was not the right buyer. But I think he'll agree with me. There's no place like home, and this is going to be his home.
Out of all the homes you've developed, is this one of your favorites? Didn't you do a house on Marmont?
Yeah, that was pretty cool too. I loved working with them all. This is just as special as that one.
Who bought that house?
Well, I don't want to say it was another celebrity.
Another celebrity.
I don't want to keep confidentiality. So.
Do you plan on doing many more projects?
Not for a while.
No.
It's just too expensive to find, you know. I don't know.
Do you want to do another project with this buyer?
Oh, of course. But we'll see.
Where do you see yourself in next year, the next 2 or 3 years?
I have no idea, but hopefully when I'm 70, I'll retire.
Do you think you'll be able to find another home as beautiful as this to redo or build?
No way. Never.
No?
Never. This was one of a kind. No. This was very special. This will never happen again. So I guess I should feel very blessed and fortunate that I was able to find this place because it's such a rare property.
I know you put your heart and soul into this house, huh?
Yes.
How many times do you think you came to this house, up and down this hill?
Oh, God. A few thousand.
A few thousand
And
times?
no wonder I lost 20 pounds in 40 years. You know, that must be the reason, because I sure wasn't on a diet, but I bet because, yeah, I walked up the hill all the time. I like walking. Oh, a few thousand. Easy. What about you, Phoebe? Yeah, about the same, a little less. Well, thank you, Stephen, for this interview. It was very much fun.
Is there anything else you want to say goodbye to this house?
I don't want to say goodbye. I just want to say I want to say see you again.
And that this house will live on for how many more years? Till 50, 60, 70 more years?
Or more.
100 years?
Infinity. I like infinity. I like that number. So thank you, everybody, for sharing my love of this house. And good night.